Pulling up in that new toy, the wrist on that boy, rock star like pink.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. A few minutes ago, it sounded like the 4th of July on the National Mall as the hometown Redskins were introduced to this sold-out crowd. They are set to go as their guys will match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Jackson now to return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Second down, Prescott. His throw incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and it's 3rd and short.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
A first down throw for Prescott. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught at the 25. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big play here for the Cowboys. 44 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. A first down carry by Elliott. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Smith trying to run for it. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Point after, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The first carry for the rookie, it's Darius Geis. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Maverick. Let's go, 12. Let's go.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Here we go, guys. Here we go. 14. Maverick.
Now a first down throw. Gone. Caught on the right side. Reed. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. To the air again. Goff. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 27. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
All right. Come on now.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. Forced out to his left. And he comes back with one complete. Call it a gain of 10, and they pick up the first.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And it's caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that could be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
To throw on second down is gone. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Hard ball, hard ball. Go.
From the gun, here's Gone. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It's not like you're going negative on me,
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Elliott. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Here we go.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's finish now. 26. 46. There we go. Count. There we go. 47. Switch.
First down, Prescott. Flushed out right. And an alley to run. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. He finds Hearns left side. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. A gain of 6 there on first.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go, 46, 46. Here we go, 46, 46. 26, 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Dancing to his left. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 23 yards on the play.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. After the penalty, it's Elliott. He's to the 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Point after here coming up. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe bashed it.
that. Super toe.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. Left side, it's Dorsett. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. He got 29 yards that time.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, Goff again. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a 1st down. On 1st down, this is Geis. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
76.
Now it's gone. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And Hopkins' kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, 46, 46. Get out. 46.
Throwing, Prescott. Looking downfield for Jones. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Three down.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
We're going to 54. Let's go.
Staying on the ground. This time it's Smith fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Go. Get out there. Here we go, 46. 26.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Smith catches left side. Stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
And when you have a guy in the backfield who can catch the football, you don't just use him strictly for checkdowns or dump-offs. You make him part of the primary passing attack because what you're trying to do is get him into open field and then let him make people miss and advance the football.
We're going right there. 26.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And now running right through it. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That type of run right there, that just fires me up when I watch it because that's maybe the most underrated aspect of his game. The ability to break tackles and know where the first down chains are and pick them up.
He's tough, good pedigree. Dad Stacy was a linebacker at Missouri.
And how about Mom on the track team? So I think that's where the speed came from.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
180. Starting left here.
On first down, gone. Eluding the pressure right. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Jeff Heath, the strong safety, able to get in there on the coverage.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Back to the air. Goff on second down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
Watch 11.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Over the middle, complete. It's Richardson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Average ball. 2 up. 5.
Goff on first down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. And they're trying to line up quickly here. Goff urging them on. Out of the gun, Goff. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here come the Redskins now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the end. They did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Go, 12, go.
Play action. It's Goff. And able to find Dorsett. A good pickup there at 22. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. From the 50, it's gone. Dorsett making the catch. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
Throwing on third. Goff. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Second and 9 now from the 21.
Number 46. Switch and 8. 26.
A second down throw for Prescott. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 more there and another first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Get out. Hey, 47. Gun. Here you go. 26.
A first down throw for Prescott. And that's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Gun. Switch and 8. Number 46. Go. Get out there. 26.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win it.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Jalen Smith able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Goff now looking to throw. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
46. Go, get out there. 26.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
26.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
And, Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL, and all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
First down, Prescott. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. Now Elliott. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. It's a keeper with Prescott. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They come out here in the eye. Here's Elliott. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now?
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from a yard out. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Goff. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here you go.
Prescott looks to throw on first. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Get out. Here we go, 46. Done. 46.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. After the interception, here's Goff. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. Flush to his right. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Reed. Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Goff. Buying time to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
Again, Goff. He finds his target. It's Crowder. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Caught on the right side, Reed. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Goff throwing again. Able to find his running back, Geis. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That'll be a gain of 16, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Throwing again is Goff. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Back to throw, Goff. And this is caught in the end zone. It's Dotson for the Redskins touchdown. Josh Doctson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Switch and 8. Good. You go 46, 46. You go 46, 46.
2nd down, Prescott. Flushed out right, and he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
47. You go 47. You go 46. You go 46. Good. You go 46. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Now he steps away, letting one fly, and the defense loses him. It's complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play here for Dallas. 52 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
A 20th carry here for Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Tackle made there by Mason Foster.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's Prescott. And this one is incomplete. Rod Smith, the intended target, and it's third down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. You still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. The left side completion to Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Prescott now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
But he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
They go to Elliott again. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Hey, we're going right there. We're going right there.
Prescott. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
On the sneak, it's Prescott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Goff on 1st down. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Tyrone Crawford in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Out of the gun. Goff. He's going to let it fly. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. The Redskins on third down. 6 conversions in 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and a mile. A shotgun snap for Goff. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's Tressway now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is taken at about the 14. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good. Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment. And to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today. Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one.